Hey y'all, welcome to Faith Budgets. On this channel I'll be posting videos about how I use the zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and join me as I try to reach financial freedom.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Hey guys, welcome back to another cash stuffing and savings challenges video. I'll be going over, I'll be cash stuffing and doing the savings challenges for the paycheck of the bi-weekly paycheck, my first one in August actually, and then I break it down into weekly cash stuffing. So this is actually the first weekly cash stuffing for August, from my August paycheck. The other July last paycheck kind of rolled over into the first week of August for me as far as cash stuffing. I do a bi-weekly zero-based budget. I will link that video here going over the budget with me where I set up the whole zero-based budget and give every single dollar an assignment and tell it where to go, and then I split it into weekly cash stuffing for the cash portion of it. The bills are not split into weekly. They will all come out of that bi-weekly paycheck. So this month is just 2 checks for me. So last month was a magic month because there was 3 paychecks. So this one's just 2. If you're new, welcome. My name's Holly. I'm in Tennessee. I'm mid to late 40s and I have 2 boys, ages 20 and 19, and they are both starting their careers, adulting, getting ready to my oldest one did buy a home. They're about to get married. My youngest one just started his first full-time job as a welder. He got all his certifications and he's out of town actually for that. So super proud of them doing all the adult things in life, and I'm here for all of it. I'm so excited for them. And I'm still living here in the home. I'm upstairs and just trying to wait for the house to sell, going through the divorce. So waiting for just some things to move with the housing market, I guess, hoping that some things the market will get a little bit better and maybe the house will sell soon. So still just chugging along, taking it day by day. So I did get some overtime, so this cash stuffing will be more than I typically would get, for to be able to cash stuff into my sinking funds and also for the savings challenges. So it's quite a bit more than what I normally get. So I'm so grateful for that, to be able to work that overtime while it's available. So thank you, Jesus, for that, for being able to provide that opportunity for that, and that I'm able to do that. So let's just start out with the Bible trivia. We'll do that first before I get into the cash stuffing. So we are on question number 18, and it is, how many times did Elisha tell Naaman to dip himself in the river Jordan to heal his leprosy? 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times? And y'all just don't mind me with this pronouncing of the names. I am awful with the names in the Bible. Awful. But I'll give you guys the answer at the end of the video after we do the savings challenges. And then here is the cash planning sheet from Missy Money. I have this just a little tablet that I keep outside of my budget binder because I do it weekly. So it's just easier to do that for each week after I do my budget with me for the bi-weekly paycheck. So this is for this second week in August, 8/14, and I'll be pulling out, I did pull out $1,040 of the cash here for this week, and we'll cash stuff that and do the savings challenges. So I'll set that up here so that I can refer to that as here we go, maybe. I'm making a mess. There we go. Okay, where was I? I'm lost now. This is a wallet from Missy Money. Also, my bi-weekly budget planner. I use Missy Money's in that video that I linked that will go over how I write it down on the paper form of it, but there's also a digital version in Excel that she offers on her website, missymoney.com. That's linked below. And if you want to use my discount code, you'll get 10% off. Faith Budget's 10 and get 10% off at her shop for the binders. And this is her wallet. She has the digital version, the paper version of the planner, and also some savings challenges, and A5 and A6 binders, and then the slimmer wallets. She has some new colors as well, so this is one of the newer colors. I love it. One of my subscribers gifted this to me, and I want to thank her again. Thank you. This has been the best wallet. It's perfect size, fits right in. I have a whole lot more room in my purse now. It just slides right in there perfectly. The envelopes fit. It's perfect. So let's just go ahead and get started in here and do the unstuffing. This will be, I already pulled out the receipts and I scanned those into Fetch and Receipt Hog, the rewards apps on my phone. Scan the receipts in and you accumulate points or coins, and whenever you do that, after you reach a certain number, you can cash those in. So if you want to join along with that, you can click down below on those links and join in the scanning party with us. And I think that was the only links. I do try to link everything down below that I have. Most of all this stuff is from Missy Money, but I do have some things, like maybe from my Etsy shop. I have Faith Rooted Design, some dashboards and things from my shop. And then like my pen, my calculator, the budget trivia. I always say that. The Bible trivia. I try to link all that stuff down below. I think I tried to do that. So if I didn't, just shoot me a message in the comments and I will be glad to send you the link. It's just Amazon usually is where I get it. I think the pen was at Walmart, but the other stuff is usually at Amazon. So let's just unstuff now that I've already got the receipts out, got my change out, got everything a little bit, more organized, ready to go. So for groceries, I'm going to pull out, I had a 5 left, so I'll pull that out. Gas, I had 20 left. Well, I'm going to pull that out. It's an old one. Flimsy. Eating out, nothing. Giving, nothing. Shopping, nothing. Medications, I'll leave that and roll over. Miscellaneous, I did have a little. 12. And then there's the spent envelope. So let's see what we had left over. I'm surprised. I was thinking I wouldn't have any this week. I was on the go quite a bit. $20, $30, $35, $36, $37. Okay, that's better than nothing. So we'll put that in the back here. And we'll put that towards the savings challenges at the end. That's just a little extra. So now we'll go back up here and we'll start stuffing for this week. So for groceries, it's $175. 60, 75. So now in groceries, and this is everything for like my Walmart pickup. So it could be socks, it could be deodorant, it could be bananas, it could be anything. So that's groceries, everything for the food, as far as food, and then bathroom stuff and maybe household items too, cleaning or anything like that. That's included in that. Then gas, what is gas? 80. 20, 40, 60, 80 in gas. And like I said, I think I'm going to lower that amount for next month, but I'm just going to leave it right like that for now because I like having the extra whenever I can roll it over to the end for the savings challenges. But whenever my bills maybe shift around a little bit, and I'm going to have to be a little bit better with honing everything down and be a little bit better with making sure I'm going to be able to pay everything, as some of the things will increase the amounts for me for my monthly budget on the bills and things like that. Okay, eating out, 40 for eating out. Sometimes I don't have enough in eating out. If I'm going with my sisters or with some friends from work or my high school friends, I will pull from other ones. So I might pull from miscellaneous or from my shopping envelope. So that's what I've been doing here lately, but I don't want to increase that because sometimes I don't. So, but I am available whenever they ask. They're trying to get me out of the house some. So giving is 15. So I do try to go. I do feel better when I do, so I love them for that. Thank you, girls. Shopping is going to be 40. I did 220s, yeah. Shopping. Then we have medications. I will add to what I already have in there. I'm going to 35. So now in medications, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. That's for my prescriptions. And then miscellaneous will get a 20 and 2 10s. So that'll get 40 as well. So 40 for miscellaneous, and then there's the spent envelope. I will be needing to make a deposit for the credit card payments. And I do the credit card payments, I paid it twice a month. I don't know, I usually say that quite a bit. My spent envelope is paid off. It's for paying off my credit card bill. I don't ever have to pay interest on it, and I just pay it off twice a month just to make sure. Some people do it at the end of the month and just, use their cash that they have in their spent envelope as they pull it from their cash categories, but I like to pay it twice a month just to be sure, because I don't want to forget and mess up or get out of the habit of doing that and spend the money before I have it. So I try to do it around the 15th and the 30th of the month. So the wallet is ready to go, so I'll set that over to the side. It's ready to go for the week. Now we will move on to the sinking funds, and first up we have the spending binder, this pink one. This is one of my dashboards, Faith Rooted Designs. These are in A6 and A5 size whenever you do order those, and you print them yourself. So if you're interested in those, go check them out on my Etsy shop. So first up in the spending binder will be Sam's Club, and it's just going to get 20. So now in Sam's I have 20, 40, 60. That 20 is all ragged, wants to catch the envelope there. Okay, so that's it for that. And then self-care is going to get 80. Been dipping into this one quite a bit lately, but I think it's making me feel better. So 200, 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 25, 30, 330. And I'm about to take some out of this because I did go for that facial, the BioPeel dermaplane, and then the peel, like the chemical peel kind of thing, procedure or whatever it's called, on my face. I really, of course, being my age in the mid 40s, back in the 80s, 90s, we loved the sun. We baked in the sun. It was just something. I remember laying out with my mom in the sun, and she'd put baby oil on us. So that's just something we did. Nowadays you don't do that, and now I'm kind of, not really. It's just now I see the effects of that, not wearing sunscreen and not protecting my skin, and on my face I have like hypopigmentation, so I have like little white spots. I'm trying to get down a little bit deeper into the layers of the dermis and epidermis to get that treated. So I went for 2 sessions so far, and now I'll be going back for one more before my son's wedding. So hopefully just to clear my skin up a little bit and get that a little bit under control, which makeup usually covers it up, but I don't know, I wanted to treat myself with that. And it's a 3 steps, I think, within so long, like I have to wait, and I don't know how long I have to wait before I go back again, or what the next steps are. So, but that is what I'm doing right now. So, and I have my facial routines my AM and PM that I do, as far as with the tretinoin and the moisturizers and all the, vitamin C in the mornings and all that stuff. So I have a ritual. I'm faithful to my AM and PM facial routine, and I love it. So I'm a creature of habit for sure. I love the routines. So that is my self-care. Next up is going to be gifts, and it's going to be 15. And my nieces, I have a couple of them coming up that will have birthdays. One is in August, other one is in September, so theirs is coming up. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. So I might need to put a little bit more in there. I think they're wanting money, so they're a little bit older. They're the 2 older ones, so they want money. The younger one that's about to start kindergarten, she likes to have gifts still, but the other ones, they're teenagers. One of them's already driving, and I think the middle one is going to be, I'm awful, 11 or 12. So yeah, she's already made her recommendations that she would love to have money. So car maintenance is going to get 20. Oh, I did go get my oil change, guys. So I hadn't took it out of here yet, but it was like $85 plus tax. So I think it's like right at $100, or pretty much $100 gone. So I mean, it's at the dealership. I probably could go somewhere cheaper, but I do have to go somewhere that's AC something certified, so that my warranty stays valid. I could probably go maybe to somebody local here, but I risk losing that, my warranty. So it's fine. And they rotate my tires for free with it. It's included in it. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I'll just plan for $100 every time for an oil change. But I still want to keep more than that in here for anything else that might happen, and also for new tires. New tires will have to come, eventually. I don't know when. I don't know how good the tread is on them, how long they're supposed to last. But I will be, prepared for anything. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So 280 in there, and I'll have to take 100 out. So I'll still have 180 in there. And I'll just continue to add to that. So car maintenance is done. Now we have, I skipped home maintenance this week because I went to entertainment. I'm going to do 100 there. And this is for my sisters and I. Well, my youngest sister rented a pontoon boat for all of us to go out on. So I think that's next weekend. And we split the cost of that. So I wanted to put some money in here for this week and next week. So hopefully that will be enough. And I might pull some food from get some groceries from my grocery budget to take with us, as far as like snacks and things. But it's just going to be a day out on the pontoon. And I need to get me a floaty. I don't have a floaty. I think I gave mine all away whenever I was cleaning out stuff. I may have to ask my future daughter-in-law. Her mom has a pool. I'm sure they've got one I can borrow. Just to be able to float around on the lake as we're tied to the pontoon. So that was it for that one. Okay, one more in here, the rent. This is for any moving expenses, rent possibly, or whatever may come. So it's going to be 100 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So 680 now in rent. Yeah. So not bad. Just going to keep adding to that as I go to be able to use this money. And you guys all, give me such good advice about saving. It's a good idea to save. Just keep saving, and not really put it towards my debt. Maybe if I don't have to use it, then I can put it towards my debt. I think someone suggested that, so that's a very good idea too. So just keep sticking away back and save it. I'm liking my binders, guys. They're getting thicker. They were getting really thin there for a little while, but I may have to put some more money over into my Ally and do like a cash condensing kind of, and move those over when it reaches 100 or 200. I usually try to move it over if it's something I'm not going to be dipping into pretty often. So next up will be the green binder. This is the short-term sinking fund. I'll get it right. There's another dashboard. That's my mom's favorite flower, the pink carnation. She loved those. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. So that is short term. So first up in short term is going to be memberships. And it's going to get, this one I do need to condense. It's going to get 20. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 60. So 360 now in memberships. That's for like Amazon Prime, my Canva. I do Epidemic Sound for my YouTube. And I'll probably will move all that stuff over, like if I ever do like a business binder, but I don't know that I'm to that point just yet. Anything that I do make from my Etsy, or if I do make some from YouTube, I did one time, but I think it has to at least reach $100 before they send it out the money. So it may be months again before I get that. So, but whatever the case may be, I want to just leave that money in that account for now, and then maybe like at the end of the quarter, kind of see what I want to do with it. So we shall see on that. And then insurance premiums is going to get 20. And my insurance did go up a little for the car insurance for me and my youngest son. 20, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Was it 130? Yes. And I think I can pay this every 6 months and get a discount. It's either 6 months or a year and get the discount for paying it in full. So that's my goal, to do that. So I'm just going to slowly chug away at that to reach that goal. Car tags, 10. And I keep meaning to look up when mine are due. I think about it when I'm in here, and then I don't even think after I'm done filming. I never think about it again until I see this. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think it's getting close, but I don't know. I need to check on that. So car tags, that's all for this binder. Health and medical, I did move some over to my Ally. I got 670, but 500 of it is already in my Ally account. So I will still keep, chugging away at that too. I feel like I'm banging you guys around. Okay, that was all for that one. Let's move on to the long term. Just 2 of them in here. Long-term sinking funds. Oh, I did do the emergency fund because this was a paycheck week for me. So $50 did go into my Fidelity emergency fund that is linked with my employer. So now I have $1,420 in my emergency fund with Fidelity. So that comes out of my check before I even see it. So I just keep a tracker here just so that I know without having to look it up ever so often. This just helps me keep track of it. So that's just bi-weekly that's put in there. Then we have Christmas. It's going to get 50 this time. Since I did make overtime, I wanted to go ahead and put a little bit in here. Yeah, 20s and 2 10s. I don't use 50s. I just never have liked 50s at all. So I'm weird, I guess. But so 500 in the bank and the Ally high yield savings account in my bucket labeled Christmas. If you are interested in Ally, it is to earn some interest on your money. You can create a savings account, and then you can even break it down even further into, you're in one savings account, but you can label your buckets for which category you would like to add to. So I will show a picture here of the little promo that they're doing. I think it's till the end of the year. You can go check that out on their website, and if you open up an account, I think you get a bonus. I can't remember, maybe $100 for opening up an account. I can't remember exactly. And then I would get a bonus too, I believe. It's either $100 or $2 I think you get. Maybe $100. But anyway, if you've ever thought about using Ally, just use that link below and get started with saving some money on your saved money. Earning a little bit of interest on your saved money. So now in Christmas I have 500, 600, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700, 10, 15, 20. Oh, that ain't right. Yeah, 720. 720 for Christmas. And now the other one in here was vacation. This is for the little mini vacation I'm going on with my girlfriends to Panama City Beach, Florida. Just for like a long weekend kind of. It's a pretty good drive for us, but road trip, that's the best part of it. But so we'll be driving down on a Saturday, and I think we're staying 2 to 3 nights. I'm not even sure yet. We've still got to talk about that. But my friend has the condo for like 10 or 12 days, but her family's coming down a little bit later in the week. So we got to work out a little bit more of the time frame as far as how many nights we're staying. So vacation now is going to get 50. Add $50 more to that. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30, 40, 50. 350 now in vacation. Okay, and that was it. That's my electronics. I was high hoping on that. A new car. I'm just going to leave them in there though. My original goal was to save up for like electronics if I wanted a new phone, or like I guess maybe things for YouTube if I'd ever decided to do a camera or anything. Like just, some of those electronics things are very expensive, and I'm still paying on my Verizon, my phone now. And it's been, I think, mine and my oldest son, I think we like about 5 more payments on them. But I mean, I think the payments are like $25 or $30 or something like that, but that's each month. So I don't know, I just wanted to save up to be able to pay one in cash, but it always gets pushed to the back. So I don't need a new phone, hopefully, for a while. Alright, so that's it for the sinking funds. Now let's move on to the savings challenges. Okay, first up, we always do the 52-week challenge. This is from Missy Money. 52-week, this is a super easy one to do. We are on week number 33, and I roll up to the nearest 5. So we'll roll up and put $35 in there for 33. For the week number 33, and we'll put $35 in. Gosh, I can't believe this one is getting so close. That means it's almost December. Woo. Alright, so that's got that week number 33 done. We'll color it in. I started off with the wrong marker on this one. Alright. And that's one of my dashboards in the A5 size. Jeremiah 29:11. Okay, so let's move this one over now. 52 week is done for this week. Now we will go to the 12-month savings challenge. This is my savings challenge from Faith Rooted Designs, my Etsy shop. Well, that's one of my dashboards as well. And then this is the 12-month savings challenge. And you can pick the amount that you want. And I started in mid-year, so I'm already over. We completed July. So I started in July. Completed that one. Now I'm on August, and I'm just doing $1 for right now. Like I said, after the wedding I may move it up to 2 or more. We will see. So I am doing, for this week, I'm doing 15. So 15, we get to color in 15 of them. Alright, so let's color in 15 of the lines, and I think I'm going to do yellow. I just didn't like that orange. I know it won't match, but it'll be okay. So I'm going to color in 15 of these lions here.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Okay guys, that is 15 of those. Yeah, I like the yellow better. I might go back and do orange next time or something, but I like the yellow. I had a brown, but it was a super dark brown, like with Noah's Ark, so I thought it would be too dark. You wouldn't be able to see his face very good. Alright, so that completes this week for the 12-month savings challenge. And these right here are from Missy Money, the clear frosted dashboards that says savings challenges on them. I thought those are super cute. Alright, let's move on now to the last one that we're working on. I did put a pause on my 100 envelope challenge. See, I did start with that, but you see I just finished up all the small ones. But after the wedding, I want to start back on this one. So I just didn't want to take the money out and quit, though. So I just left the money in there, and I'm going to start back. I promise. This is making me accountable. I'm not going to just take the money out and put it in on something else. So let's now go to the I Do Savings Challenge, and we will use the money that I had originally allocated, which was $80, 60, 70, 80, and then also this 20, 30, $37. So let's see. Yeah, we definitely need to do the food and drink. And then I'm finished with the guys' fit because their shoes worked. The belt and the shirt were done. So I'm done with that. I don't have to put any more in there. I need to check on that though. I may use that for some of the makeup. I don't know. Oh, that makes 5 for that one. So that's perfect for that maybe. Let's go back over here to this one. See how many 40s we can do. So there's 2. That's 35. So we'll color in 2 of these. Put the $80 there. Where's my little color for that one? Okay. So we'll color in 2 of these for 2 more. Getting close on this. They have already sent out the invitations and hopefully getting back some feedback on how many the food, you know, they have a website and all that stuff, and then they select which meat they would like, and that's the way they get a good head count. Alright, so that's it for the food and drink. I'm not going to put in there. Let's go over here to the hair and makeup, because I need to put some more in here for me. So no, that's 5. 25. What do I got here? 30. I got 40. Okay, let's do that. 40. Alright, let's color in these. Oops.
Let's talk. Meet me at the avenue. I don't need nobody else but me. It doesn't matter what you're gonna say. I just need time right now. I'm going alone tonight. I don't need nobody else but me. But I'm thinking about the way the way you make me grounded. Thinking about the way you used to hold me like a stone in the water, singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for ya. Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I
Alright, that's got that one complete. I think I did use some out of that, yeah. I bought some Spanx for my dress, so I took that out of that as well. Or maybe a new bra or something, I can't remember. Alright. This has been such a great savings challenge. I'm so glad that Missy had this on there. It's perfect for a wedding. Even if you're not the person in the wedding, you know. I think Budget with Miss P, I think she's helping save for her son's wedding too. I don't know. I think she's using maybe her savings challenges, her games and things. She's using that to save up for her son's wedding. But it just makes you think of things that you would not have thought of, you know, before. All the things. Ooh, stressful. I think they're ready to be done planning, but because it's coming down to the final stretch, you know. They've got the invitations, and then the decorating part will come, you know, and then we got to do the rehearsal dinner, so it's getting close. But the decorations will be very minimal because the venue is so beautiful, and she already has her place settings planned out. She has those purchased and has, you know, already played around with it at home and had the chargers there and like how she wants it to look on the tables for the reception. So I can't wait. It's going to be so excited. So exciting. I'm so happy for them. I'm going to cry like a baby. They're just so good for each other. Let's finish up, I guess, with the Bible trivia. We'll do that one before I close out. Okay, how many times did Elisha tell Naaman to dip himself in the river Jordan to heal his leprosy? Was it 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times? Elisha told Naaman to dip himself 7 times, and when he did, his flesh was restored and became clean, like that of a little child. Naaman initially resisted out of pride, but ultimately obeyed and received his healings. And there's the references in 2 Kings and in Luke. We should have known it was going to be 7, right? That's the holy number. That's the perfect number, 7. So there you go. That's the answer for that one. And that is it for this cash stuffing and savings challenge for August, week number 2. And then the next one, I won't do a budget with me because I just do that bi-weekly. So I will be doing the next week's cash stuffing and savings challenge, which will be basically the same because I just split that into 2 and restart from my wallet and all that. So, the way it differs is the money that would be in my wallet, the amount that I have left over each week. Sometimes that's never going to be the same. Not sometimes, but that's never going to be the same because it's always different amounts that I have left over from each category in my variable spending in my wallet. So that's why I like to do that weekly, to give me that refresher on the wallet, and I'm not as likely to spend all of it. So I save a little bit more that way. I guess that's it. I will see you guys in the next video, the next cash stuffing. And thank you guys so much for your comments, your prayers, and thank you for liking, subscribing, following along on my little journey here. I hope this can maybe be of help to someone else that's going through the same thing, or your comments and your advice in the comment section helps others as well. I've seen other people commenting, and that just makes my heart so happy, just to see that other people are out there maybe searching for the same things or going through the same things we are, and just looking for some relatability to people and some advice. So I thank you guys for commenting, not just for me but for everybody that's in the comments reading. It's for everybody. This community pulls together and we uplift everybody, so I'm very grateful and thankful for that. So thank you guys again so much for all your feedback and your advice. Just keep it coming. I love it. So I guess that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, I hope you find blessings in all the little things. Thanks.